G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us, back for 2014, and we are talking Big V pre-season tournament.
It's that time again.
It is. It's good. It feels like yesterday we're at the awards night.
I know.
And here we are.
What's that, September?
Yes. Yeah, long time ago. Big V pre-season tournament being played down at Franger and Langer. Is that right? Franger and Langer?
Yeah. Franger, Langer and...
Well, Patterson's where VYC is.
The championship.
But in terms of Big V pre-season tournament, Franger and Langer. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Lots and lots to talk about. Plenty of teams to go by. We've had a few issues off camera. Oh, yeah. You've put it on me. Yeah. You've said get a haircut or you're out. Yeah. I've set up yours.
We've got to a point. You don't see Stephen Quartermain with a mullet anymore. You don't see that.
Well, the mullet's part of who I am.
Justin's called in
80s.
So what happens? What happens when you cut it off? Do you just turn into just?
It doesn't happen. I go into hibernation for 3 weeks
until it grows back.
Until it grows back. So what we're going to do, because I want to keep the mullet. Yeah. All right, I want to keep it. What we're going to do, we've compromised. You've said, look, if you put a hat on to hide the mullet, tuck it in, you can keep the mullet. Yeah. And I said, well, I'm only going to put a hat on if we can promote someone out of it.
It's either that or a balaclava.
That's right.
That could be better.
Well, and I got into a bit of trouble last time I had a balaclava on, so let's just steer clear of that. Yeah. So what we're going to do, all the clubs out there, if you send us in a cap with your logo on it or a sponsor, club anything like that, I'll get it on in the show and I'll promote. Happy to promote sponsors. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
So if you've got a club sponsor, if you want a club logo, the Venom Gate, that was my gift last year for winning a championship.
God, they went away.
Settle down, Warren.
So anything like that, if it's a club sponsor, just send it in and we'll put it on. We've got what have we got? Clippers, Mavericks, Spurs, and Pacers. Yeah. What do you want me to wear, Beth? Your choice today. Your choice.
Oh, Mavericks.
Mavericks. Okay, let's put the Mavs on there. No worries at all.
Stand Dallas.
There we go. How does that look? Does that get rid of the mullet?
Look like a Texan.
You haven't tucked it in at the back.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. All right. Pre-season tournament. Here we go.
Marginally better.
Lots and lots to talk about, and lots of players have moved around.
They have. There's been some huge movement, and it's going to create an even more exciting competition this year, I think.
And a lot of imports coming into the competition as well.
Fresh wave, which is good. It'll be interesting to see which ones are good and which ones are flops. And you never really know until they get in.
Yep. And Beth, you've covered the youth competitions the last couple of years. Lots of kids coming up.
Very much so, and a lot of them pushing up to their senior side as well. So good to see. Just going to be interesting to see who's still around, who's new, and
some of these kids can cut it too. They can dead set cut it. Let's start off with state champ men. Of course, pre-season tournament, round 1 coming up next week. We get back to all of our divisional shows next week. State champ men, we know that this weekend Vic Metro under 18s are playing. Yeah. Also Waverley, Whittlesea, and a USA touring team, same as last year. Yeah. What's the go with that?
Well,
holiday, just what?
No, look, they're all looking for a job, mate. They're getting exposure out here.
We can get one of them behind the camera or something. What kind of job are they looking for?
Basketball job.
I think specifically basketball. So
car wash.
Yeah. No, look, they're coming out here and they're getting exposure, and the tournament they see is a great way of getting that with the amount of people that come in and out throughout the course of the weekend. So look, they were pretty good last year. They were competitive with the champ teams, and look, they just add an extra element to the comp, I think.
How will the Vic Metro under 18s go?
Very well. They I saw them actually play against McKinnon the other week.
Have they got a footer? Have they got a 7-footer in their team?
So
yeah,
they have. Big Josh.
Shoot in and out. And the thing is though, these kids are huge. Like even the point guards, they're such big kids that they're going to handle this competition fine, and I think they're going to be a really good, strong, positive addition to it.
A couple of notes for this.
You know Dante Exum's played in this tournament, don't you?
Yeah. How's he going? Is he getting a gig next year? Or?
Maybe.
Pick of the clubs. Which club? Dante, which club do you want, mate? You've got the Pacers, you've got the Spurs, you've got the Mavericks.
I don't think... I was thinking to the Lakers.
Won't waste his time there.
Warren?
Yeah, that's right.
I actually don't think any of those teams are going to be bad enough to get him.
But no, you're probably right. Good luck at Philadelphia. Good luck at Milwaukee. Yeah, just a couple of notes here for the state champ men this weekend. Waverley have been a great supporter of this pre-season tournament. We don't get all clubs and teams there. We get a lot, but Waverley, just thumbs up. I just want to say thumbs up. They've been a great supporter.
Yep, definitely.
I love it.
I would have liked to have seen a few more of the state championship teams maybe get over themselves a bit and play in the tournament.
Long weekend. long weekend.
Disappointing to have 2 teams in the division play.
Yeah, Whittlesea will be playing coming up into the competition.
Yeah.
They picked up Jermaine Williams.
Handy.
Yeah.
It's a nice pickup.
If you're going up to champ, is there a better import that you can take? Like really, he's been
proven.
there, he's done
That's
it all.
why it's so good.
Right, exactly.
And the USA Touring team, as we mentioned, are coming out as well. So good luck to those teams in the state champ. And state champ women, Vic Metro under 18s playing in that competition as well.
Also awesome.
Eltham, Waverley, Ringwood, Warrandyte step up into the competition. Melbourne Tigers.
Okay, great.
Waverley,
Yeah.
Tegan Cunningham, Bridget Ardossi, will they be playing?
I'm not sure. Bridget obviously just finished her WNBL commitments with Dandenong.
I wouldn't be surprised if she wanted a break for a week.
Yeah.
You would think Waverley at the very least would have to get Cunningham in just to...
She hadn't been doing anything for a while.
Get
Logan
used
had been
to
out
it.
of the finals for like 3 weeks.
Waverley have also added Jacqueline Smith from Diamond Valley, Adriana Cant from Diamond Valley, Sally Lang is back after a year off recuperating from injury.
I don't reckon that signing it, like when you obviously sign someone like Tegan Cunningham, that takes up a lot of the media. I think signing Sally Lang
Great
is
pickup.
huge.
Great pickup.
Huge for Waverley.
Quick question.
Nadine Youssef from Ringwood,
Yeah.
by the way, has gone there as well.
Quick question. It wasn't that long ago that they went young.
Oh, look.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, it's a fair question.
They've just gone young, playing their kids. They won Vicky Championship. They've come up, and now they've come in. And
Can we officially say the youth policy at Waverley
It's dead.
is gone? Don't talk about it again. It's finished. Mike, I
it's
know you
good.
wanted it for a cut. It's done. It's finished.
I think that there'll be a few young kids in the
There will be. Oh, no. There'll be some kids.
Well, like Nicolitsis and
There'll be some kids.
Ioannidis, they'll get some burn.
Yeah.
But they've gone back to recruiting.
Taylor Dickinson.
They've gone back to recruiting some big names.
They put a team on the floor this year that can win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. And
That's
if that helps
Absolutely.
bring the
And if you change, if the goal, if you know your goal changes, your goal changes. That's right.
Yeah, and look, I think it's also going to be good to see a Warrandyte play on the weekend, just to see how they go, playing against teams.
I'm
at that level.
really looking forward to seeing them in their import Tam
Naismith.
Naismith.
From Richmond, Virginia.
That's not how you spell
Naismith.
Naismith, the most famous name in basketball.
Isn't it?
No.
Well, it's a different spelling,
From Richmond.
Well,
Did you just go down to Punt Road and pick
Is it strange for you, having been in charge of this group for such a long time, to they've gone to the pinnacle and you're not
He's going to
there?
be so critical this year, mate. He's going to be an absolute stickler. He's going to be all over.
Nicole would do a great job, but is it strange not being in that situation?
You know what? I've had this question a few times, and I am really looking forward this season to being able to go and see, talk about all teams, all clubs.
Yep.
When you're coaching in the competition, as you know, playing wise, you're limited by your own schedule.
Just for your time commitment.
Yeah.
And I just think that I can sink a lot more into the media side of things by just being there and promoting everyone. And I'm really looking forward to it. I know there's some clowns out there in the past that think that, being on this show talking about my own club all the time, and I've tried to refrain from doing that as much as possible. You can't give me any crap this season because I'm
a free bird. Fly, Justin, fly.
I'm going to talk about Werribee and Warrnambool and Wodonga and it's going to
Just
be
W teams.
It's
There's one more.
That's very good. That's very good. I'm going to really enjoy it. Having said that, I think it's exciting for that club and for Nicole Howard, who's a terrific young coach, a great young coach. She's coming off a championship of her own.
Yep.
She is so ready for this.
She is, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Warrandyte is only the second club in women's since 2007 that's won a championship and gone up along with Diamond Valley. It's very rare.
That probably should have. And
Whittlesea's done it in the men as well.
No, it's great.
So it's great to see. Eltham, no doubt, will look to Izzy B as being their big provider in that team this season. She's settled in now, halfway through the season. I think she's going to be a real.
I think with the pre-season and under her belt, she's going to be better for her. But
maybe not their main.
No,
here we go. Ooh.
Well, she's still there.
What do you got?
Hayley Munro.
Oh,
she's coming off one of the best WNBL seasons. She's a huge improver.
I think she's
just about every. I watched the Melbourne Boomers a bit this season, and just about every player on that roster improved from start to finish.
Did an incredible job.
He did, and that's what my coach did. Hayley Munro, all of a sudden, is a good shooter. Yeah. She's confident. She's not just a rebounder and putback sort of player. She's added so many more things to her game. She's going to have an MVP type season this year. She was pretty close last year.
And I think with another season under her belt, like at Eltham, I think Izzy's going to improve a lot again, and I think they're going to be tough. They're gonna be-
I agree. Can I just underline that word right there?
Playmaker.
She's going to be the playmaker.
Oh, no doubt.
For,
She's going to have to be.
Yeah.
They'll be good.
Ringwood, Amber Hegg is there. Jackie Vanderzag returns from injury.
Yeah.
Big
Blew
injury.
her knee out this time last year, so she's back. That's a very, very big in. Inez Lee comes across from Nunawading. Great young player.
She's outstanding. Like she has the ability to come from the youth competition to step up into state championship and make an immediate impact for Ringwood. So, you know,
Was that a trade or what? Was that a trade?
Yeah, we're Ashdana.
Ashdana
Officially a state champ women trade.
Yeah.
Jadee Rooney was rumoured to be coming out for Ringwood. Is no longer coming out for Ringwood.
Right.
Has decided to stay at home. Is Ringwood getting a second import? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yes.
Yep.
Any names yet?
Nope.
No, don't know. No, okay. We'll no doubt hear about that more in the weeks ahead. Melbourne playing in the competition this weekend as well. Mel Pryor from Hawthorn's youth team goes into their senior team, and they've also picked up after a year off Holly Green, the former captain of Warrnambool.
That's great to have Holly back in the league.
So
she's going to be very good, I think.
absolutely.
I think she'll be very good at this.
Ready made.
Oh,
She'll
no
step
doubt.
in. Mel Pryor, big step up for her, and it's going to be a lot of fun watching her. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
See how
right.
she
It'll be
goes.
tough.
Well, she dominated youth league level, didn't she?
Yeah, Hawthorn are going to miss her marginally inside, so good luck to her.
It's marginally, but it's a big margin. A very big margin. D1 men this weekend: Craigieburn, Southern Peninsula, Melton, Warrandyte, Melbourne VYC team will back it up as well.
Yeah, not just in the round one, but also.
It's the second year they've done that. I think it's great.
There's a couple of teams that do that for memory, isn't there? Is there one in the women as well?
I think there's real value, especially for these youth teams to be playing in our seniors as well.
Yeah.
Get beaten up a bit by some of the big bodies. I think it's good for their development.
The teams that are playing, Melton, Division 2 champions, of course, coming up in the D1 men. They've picked up Anthony Kimball, Dr. Kimball, formerly of Geelong.
Yeah.
He's going to be very good for them.
You know, Melton have got themselves into a situation where they get big crowds along to their games, and he's a flat-out scorer. He's going to be entertaining. He's exactly what they need going up to Div 1. Can't wait to see how he pans out.
I'm going to go on record right now. Dr. Kimball will average 25 shots a game.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
And the rest.
That's light, is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
30 to 33.
I'll play it safe then. Maddie Hedger comes in from Hume City. Joel Bellman from Diamond Valley. Daniel Kralajevic.
Sorry, Bottini from Geelong.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Is he? Jared Watine.
I think so, yeah.
Kralajevic coming in from Eltham. Billy Phoeben from Ballarat.
Well, they've tooled
Melbourne's
up.
put together.
They've tooled up.
They have.
Yeah, for D1. Yeah, they'll be more like, you know, you worry about teams that go up a division, you know, if they make finals, it'll be good. Potentially be one of the best teams in that conference.
And that's a hard conference, by the way, over there. But
it is now.
I reckon they're going to be right in it. Warrandyte has picked up Jonathan Murphy from Atlanta, Georgia.
How do you spell it?
What? That's how
John, like OHN at the...
Yeah, John Nathan. Jonathan.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Just call him Murph. Yeah, Murph. Kieran Maguire and Nathan Marsh come in from Coburg. Glenn Wansborough in for Southern Peninsula. Very, very young Warrandyte. Pa Marshy. Sorry about that, Marsh. Very, very young. The youngest team they've ever put on the floor. It's going to be interesting to see this group go.
I think it's good because I think the last couple of seasons there's been a huge weight of expectation on Warrandyte with putting together a couple of star-studded teams that have probably flopped, but I think they've failed.
They've failed. No doubt about it.
So I think they're building from the ground up, and I think that's the right thing to do. And if they can keep this group together for a couple of seasons, they'll get success.
New captain, by the way, this team. Very, very good young player too.
Eddie's got a pretty nice sister.
I know.
Really
Brenton Charles.
Yeah, good captain. He's been fantastic at the club too, so we wish him all the best. Southern Peninsula, they've picked up a Canadian import, correct?
Possibly.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Canadian import. Name?
Didn't he go to the same school as
sorry,
import?
I think he did.
Max.
Yeah.
Max Allen.
Yeah.
And he did go to the same school as Cal Harrison.
And from all reports,
Wilfred Laurier.
Was better than him.
When you say
better than
Harrison, you say it with an accent.
I know, I can't help it.
Was better than your boy.
No, he wasn't. He didn't beat Cal's scoring record. He beat his rebounding record though.
Oh, okay.
So, but if you pause more reports, he's very versatile. He's a big point guard, apparently playmaker, and he can do a bit of everything. So he'll be good.
Southern Peninsula also picked up one of Beth's most favourite players. the shock jock, Ricky Dean from Western Port's gone to Southern Penn. That's a good pickup.
Definitely, very
Really good pickup.
Yeah.
Michael Troyan comes in from Casey. Declan Sukup from Casey as well. Yeah,
He'll
great
be there
pickup.
a little bit
New coach.
Luke Sunderland, of course.
He'll do all right.
He'll be good.
He'll do very well. Craigie Byrne has added Kane Malloy from Whittlesea.
And
Sorry.
the tallest man in Australia.
Oh yes, he's about 17'3", isn't he? What's his name? How tall is he?
It escapes me now.
Nah, seriously, how tall is he? 7'4"?
Yeah.
Keywall, that's it.
Keywall Shields.
Yeah, that's right.
Mate, just run basket. Son.
Pretty big
You have
guy.
never seen. He's the tallest guy in Australia.
You know what?
He actually is.
I'll give you a tip on how to coach him, right? Who's coaching out of Craigie Byrne this season?
Dennis.
Oh, Macca.
The other, the D-Mac. The
Macca.
other D-Mac.
Yeah, that's Macca. The 7'4" kid you got in your team. Just run basket to basket. And
Like
when you,
this.
just run basket to basket, and when you get there, duck. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
You should have seen a photo of him standing next to Kath Bailey.
Don't know if I want to see that photo. Division 1 women, a few teams
Way
playing.
to sneak in Kath on the TV. Yeah.
Division 1 women,
Give you a call after.
a few teams playing this weekend. Division 1 women has changed a lot too. Teams coming up, Warrandyte's gone up, and I think 3 teams coming.
Yeah,
better.
I honestly, at last count, looking through the competition, I reckon there's 7 or 8 teams that can make finals this year.
How many teams in the Division 1 women's competition? Is it the top 4 or top 6?
In finals, top 4,
top
there's 11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
So Pool
So
1,
it's tough.
Pool 1 this weekend at the pre-season tournament, Camberwell, Coburg, Whittlesea. Camberwell, Coburg, Keilor, Whittlesea, Southern Peninsula. Pool 2, Sunbury, Nunawading Youth, I gather. Geelong, Vic Country under 18s, and Werribee.
And just to note also that it's Coburg's Div 2 women's side. They're playing up into Division 1 as well.
What are they doing that for?
Just to see how they go. I think, you know.
I reckon they're going to get smoked.
Is the machete still out there?
Yeah, but look, different coaches have, like, some coaches like playing against teams in higher divisions in their pre-season games. Some coaches like playing against teams in lower divisions. That's their youth team.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Give you some rundown on some of the changes amongst these teams. Whittlesea have added Eloise Goss from Hawthorn, Erin Suter from Sunbury, Darcy Saunders.
Oh, nice.
From Warrnambool. She's up here for school. Kelly Burbridge from Diamond Valley.
Burbs.
They've lost a few players, Whittlesea, but I'll tell you what, they've picked up some good players there as well.
Yep.
Keilor has lost Jodie Impey. She goes to Werribee.
Yep.
Big loss.
Yeah, keep an eye out for her.
Imps. That's a big loss.
Yeah.
Mind you, Werribee may have just become the oldest team in the Big V.
They've improvised.
Very good. They picked up Jane Marie. They picked up
Sandra Sully in the late news.
Keilor's also picked up Jane Marie Sant from Altona, Alyssa Mifsud from Altona. Altona players have gone everywhere, obviously, because they haven't got a team in the women's competition this season. Camberwell's picked up Leander Higgs from Whittlesea, Jade Wise from Whittlesea, Tamara Matichik from Coburg, Jessie Kira from Sandringham. I like that.
Yeah.
They've lost Sam Wells to Sunbury. Emily Hewitt has gone to Hawthorn.
They were sneaky good last season. I think they will be again.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Sunbury has added Katrina Vogelzang from Altona, Sally Cameron from Altona, Sam Wells from Camberwell. Southern Penn has added
Just a bit of movement at Southern Penn.
Yeah, wow.
Jamie Lee and Danny Pearce from Latrobe City.
Yep. That's huge.
Celeste Smith from Sherbrooke came back from college last year.
Celeste is a good player
Yeah,
as
she
well.
is.
They've lost Lee Wilkins, Bridget Keat, Jess Crichton, Jasmine Lovejoy, amongst others. I think there's about 8 or 9 out of last
When you
year's
coach
team.
Lucas Allen's come in, that's a revamped roster,
His team.
and I think they're going to be really strong coming up from Div 2.
Now, Werribee have officially changed their name from the She Devils to the Old Ducks.
Oh.
It's the Werribee Old Ducks this season. Jodie Impey comes in from Keilor. Sharon Grieve is back. She's had a year off.
It is the Old Ducks.
It is the Old Ducks, you're right. And can we just put this on record now? Sharon Grieve left with, let's not beat around the bush, left with a host of players a few years ago to Altona, went and won a championship at Altona. She's had a year off, she's gone back to Werribee. Emma Coyne's gone back to Werribee last season. For whatever reason, the Band-Aids are out, they've mended the bridges, they've patched up the cracks. Great to see Sharon back on top of Emma back last season at Werribee. Whatever the issues were, sorted out. Great stuff.
Werribee, how are you going to get anywhere near the key with Grieve,
Bruises,
Impey and Troyan there?
bruises.
Like, that's tough. They're going to be really tough. Yeah. Yeah. They're a really good team.
If you're playing
Really
against
strong.
Werribee, just work on your 3-point
Yeah.
shots
You're going to need to.
from 38 foot.
I reckon.
Feet.
Anything on D1 women? Anything you want to add to that?
That's great to see that a lot of the teams
It's a revamp. Yeah. Look, it's going to be good. Yeah.
D2 men this weekend, plenty of teams playing. In Pool A, you've got Casey, Keilor, Maccabi, Mornington and Western Port. In Pool 2, you've got Pakenham, Collingwood All-Stars testing the waters. Great to see.
Good. Yeah.
Great to see. Let's hope we see them in the competition in the future. Coburg, Shepparton and Frankston. Some notes. Maccabi's picked up Nicholas Alexandru from Mornington.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know too much about
No, he's all right. I think he's a wing and he's not bad. Yeah. He's good.
They've lost Benji to me.
No, I don't think.
No,
I
Benji
don't
might be
think
back.
So. I think he might be back.
Okay, he's overseas at the moment.
At some stage.
Yeah.
Keilor has lost Brent Radislavic to Altona. That's a big loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Casey's picked up. Casey's lost Dylan Wayman to Shepparton.
Good pick up, Shepard.
Yeah.
It is.
Western Port's picked up Manny Hendricks, the guitar man. That's a great get.
It is. Puts them on the map. Like it does. I think there's no one really cares about Western Port. Well, like they've been a finals team for some time now,
And nobody really cares about Western.
and nobody's sort
I
of.
think you need to rephrase what you meant.
They don't get a lot of press.
There you go.
There you go. That's what I meant.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And I think Manny is a showman, obviously by trade, and he's going to really, he's
They've
going
already
to
got
really
the car
vamp
decked
them
out.
up.
I saw him
Oh,
first
yeah.
week
Yeah,
last
they have.
night,
And
Steelers
you
car.
just said they don't
Yep.
get a lot of press.
That's right.
Now we've put out there to hide my mullet. We've put out there that you send the caps in, club sponsors, whatever. I'll put it on. I'll promote.
Yep.
I guarantee you now that you've just said that,
Mark Probable
you
sent one in.
mate, you have sunk the boots into Western Port. We haven't even had tip off yet.
That's right.
I guarantee you that Mark. In fact, you know what?
Prots.
It's on you, Perots. He will send a cap. I'll be wearing a cap on next week's what division are they in? Division 2 men's. Division 2. I'll be wearing a cap next week,
Yep.
and it'll be their sponsor for this season. There you go. I guarantee that'll happen.
Good.
Perots
That's what we
doesn't
want.
muck
That's
around,
excellent.
Probably give me one.
mate. Yeah.
I don't want to wear a car.
Give you one, alright.
Shove it right up you. Mawimba Maluma, back for Coburg.
Love that.
This is
Fantastic.
really cool. Yeah,
Really
he was very good when he was at Coburg, and look, he was pretty serviceable in championship.
Absolutely.
He was
gonna be having
he was
a
really
good
good.
season.
But I think he's going to be big. It's good to see him back home.
D2 men haven't talked too much there about Pakenham.
No.
We expect big things.
Well, we heard a lot in the off season, and look, they just got to back it up, basically.
Yeah, they do a great job with their
Yeah.
media coverage, but you're right, they've got to come out and back it up.
I think I read somewhere Jay Ferry is officially retired.
He's done.
Injuries, sad.
Obviously, Jeff Reed's gone too. Similar sort of circumstance, injuries. Forced retirement. But they've added Chris Jones, the jumper, and Nim. Maybe this might be someone else as well. But look, I think they'll be good.
One team not playing D2 men's competition this weekend at the tournament is Keysborough. We had a look at them last week.
Yep.
They look good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
They've added some really good pieces, the puzzle to their team. I think they're
Eric Miraflores has gone in there.
and he was outstanding.
There's a guy called Jake Hooped or something like walked in off the street.
Yeah.
They've officially got two vagabonds
Yeah.
down at Keysborough.
Oh, yeah.
Just walked in off the
And
street. And he can play.
outstanding.
He
was
can
flat out
play.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
flat out
exciting. Anyway, they're not there this weekend. Good luck to the teams that are. D2 women, two pools as well. Pool A, Blackburn, Casey, Coburg Youth Women. Don't know why they wouldn't play in the youth competitions, beyond me, but anyway. Mornington, Pakenham, Shepparton. In pool, sorry, it's one pool altogether now, is it? Yes, it is. That's
Did you
what we've
notice
got. Bang.
Pakenham testing the waters for
Good
a
to
women's
see.
team as well?
Great to
which is
see.
good.
Blackburn, first season in youth women, going to be really interesting to see how they go. They're trying to progress their junior girls, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but this is a good stepping stone for them. Casey, Mornington, Coburg, Tracy Chewsley has gone to Coburg.
Yep.
I don't think she's played the last couple of seasons.
No.
She's been around for a long time though. She's a very experienced player.
Cool.
She'll be good for Coburg. Mind you, Mornington's youth, that is, she'll be playing in the senior team.
Yeah.
Mornington has added Jasmine Chaplin from Southern Penn, Tian Hill from Southern Penn. They've lost Natalie Dowdy to Casey. Blackburn has added Mandy Gamalongi from Warrandyte. Now, Mandy hasn't played for about 4 or 5 seasons, I think. She was a great young player at Warrandyte, obviously getting back into basketball now, so a nice little pick up for Blackburn.
Yeah, excellent.
Really good kid too. Chelsea, aren't playing. Western Port aren't playing. So Blackburn, Casey, Coburg Youth, Mornington, Pakenham, Shepparton. Anything else on those teams?
No.
Okay. Youth 1 men teams this weekend: Coburg, Sunbury, Whittlesea, Keilor, Camberwell, McKinnon, Bendigo, Werribee. What can you tell us about them?
Coburg are a Youth 2 team playing up for the weekend.
Okay.
Continuing their club's
So Coburg's done that team, have they? Okay, fair enough.
Obviously, club decision
I think you'll see more improvement from Sunbury. I think they've put together a pretty good season last year, and I think they'll be good again.
McKinnon's youth men's teams. Look out, they can play. They can seriously go.
I think, let's not beat around the bush. The favourite to Keilor.
Yeah.
They won the title last year. And,
Well, what about Werribee? Werribee did everything but win the title last year.
They haven't got Michael Blackson.
Oh, that's right. He's playing footy now.
So, and look, the way the Victorian Youth Championship structure is that there's no movement up or down for 2 years. I think Keilor have a team that would be quite strong in that division. So I think they're going to be the team to beat.
Yeah.
But you're right. I saw McKinnon play the other night.
Very good.
And they've added Ben Eyre and a couple of other good kids that have come in. And I think them and Werribee and I think Blackburn are the top 4 teams.
Well, they've gone with a new tactic this year, McKinnon, and from what I saw last week, it's working. I mean, Aussies in there, they've got all the big guns in there. Well, they try not to get Chandler to the foul line. And it works. You said it was a key tactic for the team.
Yeah, new coach Timo's introduced
keep Chandler off the foul line and we're a chance to get across the line. That's why I'm just going by what they told me.
Oh dear.
Anything else on any of those teams? Camberwell come up from youth to men.
They'll still be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a few, but
Mark Fernandez playing men's.
Not too sure.
I'm not sure. There might have been a couple playing men's this season. Maybe.
They'll be okay though.
Yeah.
Whittlesea had a good run last season as well. I don't think they'll be too far away.
No,
they'll be all right. Youth 1 women 2 pools this weekend: Warrandyte, Casey, Craigieburn, Frankston, McKinnon, Werribee in one pool. In the other pool, Sunbury, Whittlesea, Keilor, Blackburn, Camberwell, Hawthorn. So plenty of teams playing. Great to see. Warrandyte has added Casey Scullen from Diamond Valley. She's gone across there to play juniors, which is great. Craigieburn picked up Jess Wayne from Hume City. I saw McKinnon's youth women play last week. They've got a bit of work to do, to be fair.
Yeah, they had a
good coach though, great coach, Marty Hansen.
Yeah. They had a few starters out, so they had to play a lot of their juniors that are in the squad and play big minutes. But look, they'll be all right. Warrandyte very similar to Keilor in Youth League 1 men. They won it last season, obviously can't go up, but and they've added Casey Scullen, who's outstanding. They're going to win the title this year, probably. Who's the coach now?
For Warrandyte, Damien Clark. Damien Clark comes in. Right. Good guy. I should say before I mentioned D2 women, Blackburn being new. Their youth team is the new team. Blackburn's obviously been around D2 women for a long time. So I did
wonder what you meant, but I didn't want to correct you on that.
No. I just take that back. D2 women have been around there for a long time, and obviously a very good team. Their youth team is the new team, and that's what they're trying to build the juniors into.
That's great.
I think you'll see Southern Penn will be pretty good there. They've got some phenomenal junior girls.
Country state.
They were pretty good last year as well.
Yeah, they'll be even better for
Hawthorn have lost Mel Pryor.
Yes.
But hopefully they've lost a few others as well. Some going elsewhere, some going overseas. So I think
Hannah's a pretty good coach, though. I think she'll bring up
again.
So good competition coming up this week. That'll give us a view to youth women, and lots of teams playing, which is great. Frankston, that must be a feeder group coming in. Okay, youth to men, 2 groups again this week. Casey, Craigieburn, Keysborough, Mornington.
With Casey testing the waters.
Good to see.
Sorry, that's in the youth competition. Sorry.
This is youth competition.
Carry on.
Oh, youth.
Sorry,
okay, fair enough. You sound like Blackburn.
Yeah, I know. Tell me.
The other group is Melton, Southern Penn, Warrandyte, and Bendigo. Jed Bentley's come into Warrandyte from Pakenham. I know that.
He's playing for his older brother.
He is. Bo Bentley's the new coach there at Warrandyte, and he'll do very, very well. Keesy's youth men we had a look at last week.
They're right.
They're okay.
They're going to be good.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're right.
Any other thoughts on any of these teams?
Hard to tell. Like a team like Chelsea, do they have Brad Murford and Matty Wright? Are they playing this season, or are they going to be playing men's?
I think Melton will be good again.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much change from them. So
I think Southern Penn have lost the Duff star. Jake Duff.
Yes, that's right.
I think he's moved on. That's a big hole for Southern Pen.
Yep.
That's going to be hard
to see how they go this season. But apart from that, it's hard to tell with this comp as any youth teams in terms of movement. So we'll have to wait.
I think the youth more so than seniors. There's such a big turnover as the clubs bring their juniors up each year. And that's what the point of the competition is, to develop your juniors. So
there it is. Big V pre-season tournament coming up this weekend.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great weekend of basketball.
It's cheap to get in and full day of basketball.
Add the tournament on Instagram at Big V Tournament, one word. So get on board and don't worry about it.
Instagram.
You haven't even got Twitter or Facebook.
What's Instagram?
So
hang on a second.
Have we got a story for you?
There's been big news on Facebook. There's been massive news this week on Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg even emailed him.
Yeah, he's been right on it after a 5-year Mexican standoff. There has been a guns drawn Mexican standoff.
You're not going to provide context
for 5 years. It's been going on.
Context is irrelevant.
I officially got a friend request on that book stuff this week. You've officially requested me to be your friend after 5 years.
You look like a downtrodden, beaten man, my friend.
The good news is I turned him down. Anyway,
I think you said yes within 3 seconds. Thanks. I was just like, when bang, I was like, oh.
Have a great weekend. Big V pre-season tournament. All the divisional shows are back next week on Big V TV.
At Big V Tournament.
Check out the Big V promo on the Big V website as well.
Promo, yes, and keep your eyes peeled in the coming days. Big V Live.
Yep.
That's all we're going to say at the moment. Lots of new stuff happening in Big V Media. Have a great weekend.
Tournament.
Franger and Langer, get out there, enjoy it. We'll see you next week on Big V TV.